Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek here, and today I'm taking a look at Naissance. So I have never taken French, so I had to look up how to pronounce the title as well as what it means, and it actually translates to birth or passage, depending on the way that you translate. So, a brief description about the game. It is kind of like a first-person puzzle platformer in this kind of like very stylistic world. And by stylistic, I'm including everything from the visuals to the sound to really just everything you'll see as soon as we start playing. Kind of akin to like a Portal or an Antechamber, maybe. So this game will be out on Steam tomorrow for the price of $20 from Limasse 5 Games. And I will discuss more of that after we start. Apologies to anyone who experiences any kind of motion sickness here at the beginning. It's not too long. Excuse me. So, that was kind of our intro here, and now we're going to be controlling the character as soon as she gets up. So, I played the game for about an hour earlier, and I actually had to force myself to stop playing. So we're in the first section here, Lucy is lost. So, as you can see, we've got kind of like this really kind of monochromatic world here where everything is like either a white, a black, or a gray. And we're kind of just following this light around, which this is made in the Unreal Engine, and you can definitely tell by how well the lighting looks. So on the price, because I'm sure this is going to become an issue with people, for the same reasons that people were upset about the price of something like Gone Home. It's just not that often that a game is charged at $20 for an indie game, and that's totally fine. I understand why they did it, and personally, I think it's worth it. I played, like I said, about an hour so far, and I don't know that I have ever seen... Sorry, there are going to be scenes like this where everything is black. Nothing happened that's actually in the game. So, now we're here. Kind of lost our little light, but that's okay. I have not seen very often like an indie game that looks this good. Or sounds this good, for that matter. So... here is, excuse me, goodness, this is where I was talking about some of the, perhaps, Antechamber vibes. So, we had kind of a secret door there. So, now we are going to find our way down. And you do actually just die if you fall too far, so you'll see I'll take some hits there. Another game I am going to mention in comparisons to this is something like Mirror's Edge. So this is an interesting mechanic, and this is kind of where I'm getting some of the Mirror's Edge vibe. Besides, we'll be doing like some parkour-ish stuff through the environments. So we can sprint forever, but we have to breathe regularly. Like if I don't breathe here, you can actually start to like pass out, which is kind of interesting. I've not really seen that implemented into a game before. But I'm actually going to take a minute and just like look around. So, I did say that this was like hyper stylistic, and it definitely is. Like, this is a really neat world. Everything seems to be kind of almost like cubist based, so very, very angular, very clean. And the lighting all just looks absolutely beautiful. So we came through here, and there's only one door to go through. So the big thing is, the thing we're going to follow for the most part are the white lights. Those kind of point us in the right direction. Except for parts like this where everything goes absolutely black. But what do you know? And as I said, the sound design is just like fantastic. But a note on the visuals, there were plenty of times in my first hour of play where I just like stopped playing and just looked around, because especially as we get in, this whole area opens up here in a bit, and when we get there, if I get there in this video, I don't know, I don't want to show off too much of the game. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. There is another passage around here somewhere. I just have to be able to find it. There we go. So like I said, these lights kind of just guide you along. And now we're in the next section. Story-wise, I don't know yet like what all is going on, because for right now, and some of this stuff it's gonna seem like how could I know to do that, like how do I know where to go, but it's only because I did it earlier. So actually spent quite a bit more time on it earlier, but I kind of just want to show you a few of the environments throughout the video. So I don't really know like what's going on story-wise, or if there's much of a story going on. I know that oh no, I fell, so that'll be a death. So you can die, like I said, and the save points are typically pretty generous, so I haven't had many issues with like losing a bunch of progress yet. What I was going to say is the devs did tell me not to play past a certain point, and in my hour of checking it out earlier, I did not actually ever reach that point even, so there's pretty much no risk of me showing off too much of the game, which also tells me that there's still plenty of the game left after a good hour of play. So for anyone that is concerned, because I know normally the biggest issue with games that come out at a price like this for people is a concern with the length. I'm assuming that the length... Oh, I don't know if I can actually get up. Yeah, I think I just have to fall again. Oh, but I actually survived. Okay. So I'm gonna do like... Can I get back up here, or what? Oh, I can. Okay. That was lucky. So we're just kind of making our way down. Okay, guess there won't be more light. I was hoping for more light there. There it is. Okay, I can go down here. But really, I mean, just look at this. Like, the way the light reflects everything and you get all these crazy looking shadows. It really is a beautiful game. I mean, that alone makes me, like, not question for a second the price that they're charging. Personally, I think it's totally fair. I know some people may disagree with that, and this is really, really cool. So this also gave me kind of an anti-chamber vibe of it. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure like what's going on with the story, but it is, so there's, you know, there starts to be like these kind of paths here that don't really lead anywhere, but that's fine. So here we're just learning that if we run, we can jump a little farther. Of course, I was trying to keep a rhythm and I kind of forgot to breathe. Yeah, there's not like much going on for music yet, but I mean the sound design is just good all around. Like if you listen to the footsteps right there, they really kind of help fit in with the atmosphere because they get off this feeling. They give off this feeling that we're in like this big open space, which we kind of are. So I'd say on a sound design level, they are definitely succeeding. Plus the breathing sounds really good. And this is where things start to get a little weird. So that disappeared as soon as the light touched it. So now we can go through here. So there does start to be like lots of little puzzle things like this. And I've had a good time with the puzzles so far. Nothing like too terribly difficult yet, which is good. Okay, so what we actually want to do here, if I remember right. Yep. And I can actually just jump across there if I want. Okay, and then... Right. This one stumped me for a bit earlier, but... Let's see if I remember how to do this. I can go through here. So, now if you go on this side, which I never really did the other time, you can see pretty clearly, like, there's one of those cubes there for us to try and get to. So, what I'm going to do... Oh no! That's fine. Basically, I just wanted to move that light there, and then do this, because then I can get through here. And... Right, so it's just up in here. If I activate that, then we see that's going to shift up and down, casting shadows on different parts. It's really, really a nice effect. Like, I can't get over just how, like, beautiful this game looks. And there's kind of like this grainy feeling to everything, which is nice. Gives kind of a, gives a bit of a unique look there. Okay, so this, I'm gonna go like that. And then like this. But it's also just done in like from a puzzle design standpoint, it's done really well. Like I was never too stumped on anything. So I feel like, at least for me, and I've had a lot of experience with, you know, I've played through Portals, and I mean, I've seen people play through Antechamber. I still need to do it myself, but I've had quite a bit of experience with like puzzle platformer type things. So I never felt too challenged. I don't know how someone would feel if they had never played like a puzzle platformer. So we got one. And the nice thing is it doesn't like handhold us. It doesn't tell us where we need to go next. So I spent actually like a minute here trying to figure out what to do. Then I realized, oh, if I push it from this side, I can go through here. And of course we'll have another puzzle through here. So what I'm gonna do here... Okay, so this part is wild, and I actually messed up the first time doing it and ended up doing this whole section in the dark because I didn't feel like waiting for the light again. So it was kind of wild the first time. So, you know, we're just kind of following this light, going up this crazy path. And hopefully I don't fall like right near the end here. That would be really unfortunate. And there we go. So that one was a bit easier. Well, it depends on how you look at it. One was a puzzling kind of thing, and that one was more like a test of your platforming skills. And this is like really, really beautiful. And this actually takes us kind of to the next section of the game, which I will show off a little bit of, and then probably kind of bring this video to a close. Because like I said, I don't want to show off too much. So, you may be asking, like, is it worth it? Personally, I think so, especially if you are normally into like this genre of game. I think it is a very, very well done puzzle platformer, and the environment is like one of the best that I have seen in an indie game maybe ever. Like, it's this part just like blew me away. This is what I'm talking about. Like, all of a sudden now everything opens up and we see we're just in like this really, really wild and beautiful world. And we got this really, really pretty nice music change with it as well. So like before it was kind of really like ambient, kind of accenting the action sounds, but like this whole section we've got this kind of smooth jazz almost kind of thing going on. I mean, it's not really smooth jazz, but it's kind of like a slow, almost jazz influence kind of orchestral bit throughout this whole section. And I just like couldn't help but stopping and looking just like how much detail there is in everything. It's so beautiful, like seriously. If you are into games like this, like definitely, and that's you know, it seems like that's such a cop-out from like a reviewing standpoint, but like here's what I'm gonna say. If you look at this game and you are just like in awe of the visuals and you're telling yourself, I gotta know what's happening, I gotta know what else there is to see closer to the end of the game, pick it up. Like seriously, do yourself a favor, pick it up. I have enjoyed my time playing it. I'm enjoying my time replaying this section here right now, so I can say that I would definitely recommend the game. Now, if you are not normally into this genre, I would say, I don't know if this one's going to like change your mind. I don't know if this is going to be the one that you finally go, oh, now I get puzzle platformers. You know, 3D, third-person weird puzzle platformers. But, you know, I can't guarantee that for you. But, oh no. Oh, I survived. That was really close. The visuals when you get hurt like that are pretty wild. I mean, I can say without a doubt that I'm enjoying my time. I think if you are looking at this as someone who doesn't normally play puzzle platformers and you're kind of blown away by the visuals, I say take a chance, like pick it up and you know, see if you like it. As far as the length, I can't really speak to that because like I said, I played an hour. I did not hit the point where the dev told me to stop showing stuff off in my hour of playing earlier, so I'm assuming there's going to be at least 3 or 4 hours of gameplay. But that is just my assumption. I honestly have no idea how much total there will be. But as of right now, I'm really enjoying it. And I can't imagine that there's going to be something that happens to like make me stop enjoying it. I'm liking it a lot. I'm constantly like wondering what's happening next. Like, where is this going? What's it leading to? So there's some of this, which, like I said earlier, was kind of giving me a bit of a Mirror's Edge vibe. All this like walking along the thin ledges and stuff like that. But I mean, there's not too much more that I can really say about the game. So I guess I'll just kind of wrap up my final thoughts. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, like, I really, really like it. I'm just kind of blown away right now at the visuals and the sound. It's just like very atmospheric, and I get a kick out of stuff like that. So this is like right up my alley. It might not be for everyone. I thought this was really cool. There's all these little rooms, and it starts to give you this vibe of like, where is everyone? What's happening? But I think even if it isn't normally your thing, it's one that's worth giving a shot. So then we've got like this kind of, start to get like some Escher influence here. And I was gonna see if I could get to a certain part, but I might not be able to, so let me see if I can just see it from here. No, not from that window. Well, that's fine though. I will get us... Let me see if I can get back out a little bit. And then, yeah, I think this will be a good place to leave off. But, you know, like I said, I mean, I really like it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I think it is a very well put together game. The sound is excellent. The art is even better. It's very, very atmospheric. So, you know, this does kind of fall under one of those perhaps artsy indie game experiences, but at the same time I think it's just really competent from a gameplay standpoint as well. I'm enjoying my time playing the game. The puzzles are pretty good. I haven't gotten like too stumped on anything, but I've had to spend a little bit of time to like work stuff out. So I think that's good from that perspective. So with that being said, this does come out tomorrow, I believe, on the 13th of February, yes. So I will put all relevant links in the description below. You know, I'll put a link to the Steam page so that you can go check it out. And if you are as blown away by I am from how it looks and how it sounds, go pick it up. Like, seriously, check it out. I think you will not be disappointed. So, with that being said, if there's anything you'd like to comment on, please do. Like, if you're interested in the game and want to tell me what you think about what you've seen, then leave a comment, let me know. And with that being said, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of my videos every single day. If you like this game in particular, or just the Look At series, where I take a look at games that I've not played before very much, then consider clicking the like button, because it could help me out a lot, and I appreciate everything that you can do to help me. And with that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.